Hi, this is Dr. Fab Mancini, and I'm so excited that you decided to join me for this amazing video where we're going to be discussing 3 ways to turn pessimism into optimism. You know, one of the things that I realized that makes a big difference in life is we must be optimists. You know, pessimism has never allowed somebody to reach their full potential. It's one of the most limiting belief systems that we have because we tend to be looking at things from a negative perspective rather than a positive perspective. And what I want to do in this video is just share with you the 3 things that I've been able to do consistently every single year to allow me to turn everything that is pessimistic into something that is optimistic. And the first thing that I want you to do is that I want you to be able to look for the positive lesson in every challenge that you have. You know, one of the things that happens when we become pessimistic is that we get this victim mentality. All of a sudden we have circumstances that are facing us, whether we're not making enough money or whether somebody just rejected us or maybe we didn't get that promotion that we wanted. But whatever the case may be, that pessimism, right, that negative circumstance becomes something that really gets the best out of us. And it's something that leads us into depression. And one of the main reasons why so many people are depressed today is because they live in that pessimism. Well, I want you to turn everything that you're dealing with that is a negative nature as to a blessing in disguise. I want you to look for that lesson. I want you to look for that positive thing that you can find. And look, it doesn't have to be big, but at least one thing that you can say, you know, that I can find something good in this negative thing, then that's going to help you build the strength to be able to go from that negative perspective into a positive perspective. That's how you turn negativism into optimism. The second thing that I want you to do is that I want you to review your past accomplishments. You see, one of the things that we take for granted is that out of 10 things that I did well today, maybe 1 thing I didn't succeed, and that's the one thing that I'm telling everybody of why I'm feeling so now down, or what is the one challenge that I have. But remember what the law of attraction says, that thing that you create a bigger mountain to, that thing that you begin to tell more people about, that which you preoccupy your mind and what you talk about with other people, those are the things that you attract in your life. So becoming negative becomes then a process and a way of life. We're constantly thinking negative things. Now let me give you the new science statistic. The average American is having over 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000 thoughts a day, right? 60. Out of those 60,000 thoughts a day, 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts you had the day before. Now, can you imagine that? So we are creature of habit. We keep repeating the same thing every single day. But the last thing is that out of that 90% that are the same thoughts you had the day before, 80% of them are negative in nature. So I want you to know that negativism, negative perspective, pessimism, that is really what's driving most of our lives. And you have to be able to switch it by turning into something positive. So look for that lesson. I promise you, when you start seeing the blessings in disguise, when you start seeing how your big struggle was actually the best thing that could have happened to you, when that girlfriend dumped you and you all of a sudden were down to the bottom of the pits, and then 6 months later you found somebody that actually gave you more love and more joy and more happiness than the person you thought was the only person for you. Okay, the last thing I want you to do is that I want you to avoid the negative self-talk. For every time that you say something negative to yourself, I want you to say mentally, cancel, right? We learned that from the Silva method. Cancel, and I want you to replace that negative thinking into something positive. So turn that same thing that you said negatively in your mind and turn it into a positive statement. The other thing that I want you to do in how to turn this negative talk into positive talk is that I want you to do affirmations every single day. I want you to write an affirmation, which is a statement of truth, a statement that is positive, but I want you to write it every single day on the things that matter in your life, and I want you to read it first thing in the morning when you wake up and last thing before you go to bed. Because that's when our brains are in the alpha level, which is the most powerful level to be able to take into our subconscious that positive talk that we're creating through that affirmation. If you do these 3 things, I promise you, you're going to be able to turn everything that was pessimistic in your life into you becoming the best optimist there is. I've been doing this for a long time, and I tell you, I think I mastered becoming an optimist, but I know you can even do better than me. So listen, if you like this video, please click on the link below and join and subscribe for the YouTube channel. You're gonna get a weekly reminder of when the next video is gonna be ready for you to view. The second thing is that I want you to go to my webpage, drfabmancini.com, and I want you to be able to put your name and your email address, and you're gonna then benefit from not only my newsletters, but all the positive things that I only send people that I have an email address to. And the last thing is I want you to go to Facebook and Twitter, and I want you to become my friend and like me. The reason I want you to do that is because I want you to benefit from the daily postings that I do constantly that are very uplifting, but also sharing with you where I am at that time in time. So every time that I travel, I'm gonna be posting it, so maybe I find myself in your town and then we can connect. Well, listen, I hope you enjoy this video. I can't wait to see you on the next one.